Welcome, friends. This is Archangel. So, you know what? Females know that male devaluation and disposability exist. They may not fully or consciously grasp the degree, but they concede their exalted status in everyday behaviors. Females still propagandize their sex as downtrodden, oppressed, and disadvantaged, but they understand deep down that really, they are protected. For example, today I pull up to a stoplight at an intersection and glance to the car next to me, and the lady had eyelashes affixed to her car above each headlight. So what's the inference here? She is announcing her sex via her automobile. I have noticed that females do anything and everything to announce their sex to the world. Hey, look at me! Recognize that I am female. Why do they do this? Because they understand the difference in treatment between males and females. They understand females as coddled and pampered, whereas males are not. Okay, so here's where we are. Gender is essentially a disposal classification system. Behaviors, appearance standards, protocols, these all arise out of gender indoctrination. But really, gender is an accepted method of human life triage. Females are not disposable, and they are taught this, whereas males are disposable, and they are taught this. What's your gender? Oh, this one is a male, and he's expendable. This one, she's female, and she is not. Gender standards are meant to distinguish differences between the expendables and the non-expendables. Thus, we invoke certain symbols to represent the expendables versus the non-expendables. Symbols that are universally understood regardless of culture or language barriers. Cosmetics, long hair, skirts, and purses represent female, while short hair, trousers, and body hair represents males in our pictorial sex representations on signage, such as bathroom signs. Females do understand this on some level, which is why females will take current cultural representations of femininity, embellish and showcase them for everyone to observe so that folks will understand that she is a non-expendable, and hence you should treat her more favorably than any random expendable. Hair and cosmetics are the preferred method by which females will differentiate their appearance from that of the expendable grunting man-apes. Seriously, females do not do anything that will not somehow benefit them. They seek to draw attention to themselves in order to attain something. Usually, it's attention, which either feeds their ego, or they will parlay attention from males into utility. This is why females want attention, because it leads to benefit for them. And what is the easiest way to get attention? External aesthetic appearance. And so females are given carte blanche freedom to cosmetically represent themselves in any way they see fit. We chastise males for fixing their hair more than twice a day, yet females are encouraged to bury themselves in their compact mirrors as often as possible. We encourage female narcissism. I mean, come on, cosmetics are a pain. Why would females go through the expense of buying them, then taking the time to apply them, then reapply them throughout the day, avoiding sweating or water or excessive heat, which might cause the makeup to run? I mean, makeup is really constricting. Then there is the hair, constantly checking it, avoiding wind or moisture, which might ruin the fancy whoop-de-doos that they slept in curlers to get. Then the nails, which severely limits what they can and can't do with their hands. Don't want to chip a nail or scratch the paint. Then we have the skirts or low-slung tops, which limit mobility, and they have to constantly be aware of how they are moving so they don't fall out of their top, or constantly monitor their seating logistics so as not to give a camel toe show. Then we have the impractical, uncomfortable shoes. I mean, females severely handicap what they can and can't do every day, and they say males repress them. Females repress themselves with their narcissistic indulgences. What a hassle, how limiting and constricting. Why would females do any of this if the benefit did not outweigh the inconvenience? Females will say males and society makes them wear cosmetics, makes them adhere to beauty standards and compete with other females. That evil, mean, patriarchal bully makes females do all these things, all this uncomfortable stuff, and then oppresses them to boot. What a crock. Females choose to put on cosmetics, and they have got males hooked on that look. They get male attention from cosmetic usage, and thus utility from these males. And then females are going to turn around and blame males for making them put on their face every time they go to the grocery store? Really? Females look the way they do because they choose to. Females use cosmetics or have long hair or showgirl nails because it is a key to pampered treatment. Point blank. Please. Females know male devaluation exists, and anything associated as male is devalued, which means consequently that anything associated as female is elevated in worth and treated specially over anything associated with males. So females embellish any and every facet of femininity to announce their sex and hence their entitlement to the world. I am female. I believe you have a seat reserved for me on the life raft. Stand aside, man-apes. Why don't females just cut their hair super short, put on jeans and a t-shirt and call it a day? They would have so much more freedom without cosmetics, elongated hair, or impractical swatches of clothing that they have to constantly monitor. Because females know the more plain and less sparkly and colorful they are, the less attention they would receive to feed their insatiable feminine ego. Females want to be bright and sparkly to contrast their sex against the disposable poop throwers that they despise. Females attach their feminine identity around these superficial, artificial markers of femininity, hair, makeup, etc. I mean, I've seen more females than I can count cry when getting long hair cut. Why? Well, females wrap their femininity into longer hair than males. Even old ladies or unattractive females, they all have longer hair than males to distinguish their sex. And so cutting lots of hair means possibly looking more like males. And ultimately it causes panic that they may lose a part of their free ride in society, even though they really won't, because they still have a uterus. But this is why females want to distinguish night and day aesthetic differences between the sexes. They want special treatment because they are female. Then females go further and encourage males to embrace the outdated, archaic aesthetic ideas of what being a man is. These anti-feminists or traditionalist females encourage their man to look like men. And guys think, wow, she is cool. She understands and cares about me. She wants me to be a man. No, she simply wants you not to look pretty. She wants you to further entrench yourself in beards and flannel in order to make her flower thongs and chest glitter and waist-length hair that much more stark by contrast. She wants to further separate the appearance of the sexes because she knows females are treated more favorably with societal protocols than males, and the easier she can make her sex known, the more easily and readily males will see her coming from a mile away and thus have the doors held open as she approaches the bank entrance. Females do not care about male welfare. They encourage plain appearing males and dad bodies to reduce his curb appeal in order to win public attention over him by default. If you can't be prettier, dim your competition, and females do see males as competition for general public attention. They must be number one, and her man will exist in her shadow, only to come out when summoned, such as to fix the car, carry the luggage, or pay for dinner. Moreover, a more attractive fit male reminds females of their own narcissistic sloth, envy, and greedily insatiable ego, and nobody likes constant reminders of their shortcomings. So females embellish their physical appearance and further control the male appearance to render it plain, boring, monotonous, and rough or ragged, so that males will seek out and placate females when they seek something soft and pretty. Which, yes, is another covert form of herding males into female subjugation. Furthermore, by females being handicapped by heels or skirts or nails or hair, this sets the stage for even more male utility, since they will rely on males to do the heavy lifting or change the flat tire because she can't, her nails or her skirt or her heels or her hair. They apply and wear impracticalities to their person, then rely on males to do everything for them because of these impracticalities. So they remain adult infants, spared toil or labor right along with their non-accountability for their actions. Females know these benefits are bestowed upon females, and so they want everyone to recognize their sex, and hence they are goddesses beyond reproach. Seriously, females cannot feign male devaluation ignorance. Females know that males are mistreated and devalued. Why do we paint up little girls or dogs? Why do elderly females still wear cosmetics at all? Because they seek to announce their sex to the world. And why is this? This is elementary, because they expect special treatment based upon their sex. Females, almost universally, have longer hair because we deem long hair a symbol of the feminine, and the feminine is, of course, exalted. I have observed females with severe handicaps, such as autism or Down syndrome, sporting painted faces or nails in order to denote their status as human females by their caregiver or parents, who are themselves mired in gender programming and thus seek for these females to be seen and treated differently than males with equivocal conditions. Females know they are treated more favorably because they are female. This is why they paint their faces, have longer hair, wear pink everything, and put faux eyelashes on their cars. Because they desire that everybody and their mother know that they are female, non-expendable, and hence entitled to special treatment. Females want everyone to understand beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are female. They are a card-carrying member of the exalted non-expendable citizenry and are to be treated accordingly. On most animals, even some humans, sex is ambiguous or not easily recognizable. So here comes humans with their anti-male prejudice to slap a coat of pink on the nails of humans or pets to claim their superior status as female. Females want to be differentiated as females because they know that females are exalted and elevated above males. No? Okay, well, let's look at the other side of the coin. If females are so oppressed, if females are so abused, if females are so downtrodden, so in fear for their very safety, then why do they want to announce their sex? They are the mistreated prey of bloodthirsty males. Why would they want to announce themselves and draw unneeded attention? They are viciously abused by males, remember, so why would they want to draw attention to their status as females, and thus as prey? Why would females go through all the time and aggravation of making themselves up or wearing heels or doing their hair or putting pink stickers on their car, thereby placing a giant target over themselves to attract a deluge of males murdering, raping, and plundering? Why would seals announce themselves to the sharks that pursue them nonstop? However, if females are elevated and worshipped because we, the world, worships the feminine and they are females, then of course they will invoke every feminine representation possible to let people know that a goddess treads in their midst. Bow, kneel, no eye contact, only speak when spoken to. Gentlemen, don't be fooled. Females know that they are elevated above males. Females, on some level, understand that males are devalued, mistreated, and disposable. This is why there is such a vehement fervor over a differentiation between gender appearance. And females want everyone to know that they are female, elevated, and superior. And females will do everything to let you know that they are female. And how do you know that a goddess drives next to you? Why, she puts eyelashes above her headlights. She wants to be recognized as being female, even if you can't see her through the tinted windows. Or she might put pink somewhere on the car in the form of a sticker, so that in the event of a 10-car pileup, rescue workers can immediately identify her as female and extricate her first. Females absolutely realize that they are elevated in worth, and males are devalued. Otherwise, they would not go out of their way to announce their biological sex to the world. Friends, you want to piss off females? Embrace androgyny. My brothers, stand with me, live free.